Now, I'll begin a bit of live channeling. Since this workshop is sponsored by the star guides from Pleiades of the 4th dimension, as well as from Sirian from the 5th and the 6th dimension, right? Have we all heard of the planet Venus from the solar system? So in fact, Venus is a physical embodiment of Pleiades. For those of us who love Venus because it is a planet of love, it's because Pleiades' main quality is that of love. All right, hands above, so below. So now I'm going to bring through, as in connect more intimately, my Pleiadian and my Sirian guides, so that we can get to know them better in terms of the quality of the energies, in terms of the healing attributes. Because after all, this workshop is about learning from them how we could embody or empower ourselves with some healing techniques. Would this be all right for the audience? Okay. I understand that you have, or many of us here have got a long morning, so getting the guides to help. Is it good? Okay. All right, okay, thank you. So this is to me, what feels like a very warm, very loving greeting from the Pleiadians. I call them Pleiadians earlier because I'm like friends to them, so I usually don't add the word spirit guides. You know, there's quite a mouthful, so I call them the Pleiadians. We, the Pleiadians, would like to share with you that amongst you seated and connected with us here, many of you have begun and in fact have already experienced to a large extent the predominant quality of ourselves, which is love. During moments when you fall in love and you feel that you are loving a particular person or people just for who they are, that is the quality of us. That is the beginning of you becoming us, activating your 4th dimensional DNA of unconditional love. If you're someone sensitive to the flow, to the texture of energy, you probably will sense us as gentle, as indicated, as sensed through the way now this channel is bringing through our energy. If you are clairvoyant, you tend to see us as pinkish in color. That is our color signature, although there is a huge range in tonalities within this color band called pink to you. When I put this, but I can't do that because you can't hear me. So anyway, I'm trying to say that it's pink to us, but they don't call pink. Okay, let me just go back into channeling. For those of you who are clairaudient, as you could hear sounds across dimensions, we appear as musical notes to you. Typically not high pitch. Just to add a few words from me, and is that the high pitch sounds, which some of you may have started hearing, those tend to come from Lyra, or a much higher frequency. However, if you are not yet developing your clairaudience, clairvoyance, or even your clairsentience, which is the ability to feel another energy around you, is totally fine. Whenever you enter an emotional state of self-love, fully accepting who you are, then please understand that we are with you. The Pleiadian in you has activated during moments where you feel able to fully accept and embrace the person, the 3rd dimensional being of who you are. Our history and our connection with Earth has dated back timelessly. During the early eras of the Lemuria, many of us Pleiadians have journeyed on Earth to plant the seeds, to help activate the Pleiadian energies in some of you. Some of you seated here were ex-Lemurians. Akakudi, meaning to say you were birthed as a star seed in the system of Pleiades. Akakudiaka. You will come across in terms of your personal trait as loving, as someone feeling rather than thinking. Akutiki hisikilaka, hadiki hisukilaka, akakudiki hisikilaka kya. We are deepening our connection to mankind telepathically during this time on Earth by sending our babies, the Pleiadian star babies, onto Earth. Akakiliyasaka. You will come across more and more of them, and you will know intuitively these are babies with no previous human karma. They arrive in human form for the first time as a first experience as Pleiadian in a human body. Many of them have arrived. Many more will soon arrive. You will recognize them by the way they smile, by the way their eyes sparkle, regardless of the situations they are in, regardless of the parents that they have agreed and contracted as a soul or biological family with. Why are we sending the Pleiadian babies in human form now? Because the time is ready for mankind to reactivate the records of Lemuria, either in you individually or collectively as a species. So these Pleiadian star babies are here as the activator, as the life models, so that you can convince yourself that you are more than what your physical eyes and your physical body implies or portrays. You will experience our healing quality when we attune you to this channel, so that you begin to fire up your fourth strand DNA embedded in you as a member of spirit. We are the Pleiadians. Right? So this is just me coming out of that Pleiadian energies and getting ready to bring to the Sirians. How many of us here are familiar with this goddess or this guide called Isis? Okay, me too. I want to mention Isis because my first healing guide in this earth incarnation, that is, was Isis. So Isis came to me through another human teacher about 12-13 years ago. So I remain like an initiate, right, or a channel for Isis, because to me she's really powerful. So if you're someone who likes to develop your healing ability in a quick way, I would recommend Isis because I've personally been tutored and been guided by her. If you now begin to sense the frequencies that are bringing through, you may appreciate that it's more Isis coming through. It's so it's like when you listen to the vibration, it tends to make your heart beat faster, okay? Because it's really on a per second basis. The higher dimensional we go, the more cycles, right? As we know, happens, cycles of oscillations. So hence, coming through my voice box, it will also appear as so, felt as so. So speaking to us now, as Sirians, it's not just Isis, but they want to talk about star councils. Okay? This really sounds like a Star Trek movie. So like our societies, not all, but I would guess majority of the societies on Earth, we have governments. Right? We have governments. So in the star systems, they have what we call star councils. Right? I'm not sure what they call themselves because they don't have labels. But in order to make us understand who they are, they just subscribe to whatever labels we gave them. So for now, let's just say they are operated, they are regulated by star councils. So within every star nation, like the Pleiades and then the Sirius, there would be like specialized star councils that kind of like, I need to explain this in depth. Oversee the unfoldment of their respective divine plans. All right. Then, amongst all these star councils, then they will have representatives coming from each one of these star councils to form what they call like a galactic council. Yeah, okay. They call themselves council and advisors or elders, right? Actually, we call them such in such manners because they are trying to show us that there is like a mainframe. Okay? They operate like a mainframe. These days, I'm not sure whether we still use mainframe or more networks, LAN, local area networks, whatever it is. So you need to have something like a monitoring system to ensure that all your application systems run, all right, according to what the operating system can support. So the role of these star councils, which we call them so, is like this. They regulate the inflow, the outflow of energy frequencies within their system, all right? They partition memory so that within the star nation, you have like what we have communities, countries, or tribes. So can you follow the analogy? All right, but they are really just super evolved intelligence and computers. But if we understand them in that way, it's not personal, it will not be human. Therefore, I think over the years, the elders and the seers have been given names by them, just so that they impersonate us, so that they can help us be comfortable about relationships with them. So I'm going to bring through the Sirian Star Council. There are 12 of them, as they are now telling me. To you, in your energy interception with us, we will appear as 12 entities, which you call a council. But among us, the way we see us, we are really just partitions of memory. We are the key holders to frequencies which collectively made us who we are, the Sirius. In other words, they're saying that the council will hold like different frequency within this thing called fifth and sixth dimension, which make up the Sirius star system, right? So they regulate the flow and the creative energies that flow through the system. Our energy quality is such that it's just coming too fast. Let me just take a deep breather. We interact with you through your mind. So what they're saying is, unlike the Pleiades, who tend to move through us through our heart, they actually operate more through mental body, We are the one who provide the fuel for opening up your higher faculty in your brain, so you recognize and see through your potential as quantum energy, not as wavelength per se. Which means that healing of a human energy debris via the Sirian energy flow tend to yield faster results because we work and target on the thinking patterns that have been embedded in the neural system. We work hand in hand with Pleiades because you are both mental and emotional. And our rhythm, as you can sense now, tends to be faster than Pleiades. Because the speed of human thought is much faster than a human emotion. As above, so below. As within, so without. We work together, Pleiades, as twins, because in order for the human neurology to be properly rewired and reprogrammed to a more evolved level and stay at that higher frequency level, both emotions and thought patterns have been dealt with simultaneously. You cannot consider yourself as healed of an old pattern if you do not address both the emotions as well as the mental thoughts which gave rise to these symptoms, which you call displeasure. I just want to elaborate here that they don't use words like pain. Okay, they use words like dis-ease or displeasure, right? Because they, in their world at the frequency, they emphasize on positive. So even if they have to describe something which we consider as negative, they call it dis something or e. alright, or something. So in this case, displeasure. Aku tiki hisikilakaka. Our healing attribute, as you will experience later, is to assess your memory, so that to get the memories which no longer serve to you, would be disintegrated. You may start to forget things, right? So you may start to worry that you are getting forgetful. That's because those memories are now of a much lower frequency, unevolved and distorted. They have to be let go via of disintegration or replacement of a new frequency. So this is my personal experience as Anne, as a person, because I really get worried at one stage. I'm really forgetting things. Of course, you'll say, because it's age. But then I realized that when time comes when I need to remember something which turned out to be quite uplifting, either for myself or others, I will. So this is how the mind begins to filter what needs to stay in your memory bank, in your neurological system or not. Ikudaki yasaka.